Hey Keith, it's Miss M. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Was not able to read to you yesterday. It was quite chaotic, and I had a couple of meetings after school yesterday and a meeting during school. So yesterday was extremely busy. But today I'm here. I'm reading a story. I hope that you're getting all these stories. And I hope that you're enjoying all these stories. So I'm going to read a couple of more picture books that Miss Marjo has picked out specifically for you. And then again, like I told you in another video, I am going to talk to Miss Marjo and see if there is a good chapter book that we can read through over the next couple weeks, and then we'll go back to some more picture books and maybe just flop back and forth as you wish. Again, if there's anything more specific you want me to read about, if there's any topics you want me to find books on, anything you want me to do differently, or your parents want me to do differently, we will make it happen. Okay? So today it is Tuesday. Yet again, I always like to introduce the day. It is a beautiful day. It's starting to feel like fall. It's not quite, we're not quite to fall, but it is definitely starting to feel like fall. I think the first day of fall is like less than 2 weeks away. So I think the first day of fall is the 22nd or the 23rd. I think it's the 22nd this year. So we will definitely be feeling that new weather, and I am so excited for fall weather. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Because fall weather, it's not hot, but it's not too cold. It's just perfect. It's those days where you could go outside as soon as the sun rises and stay out there till the sun sets. I know one of my favorite things right now to do is my baby girl Savannah. Let me show you an updated picture just so you know. This is her going to daycare today. Look how cute she is. Ooh, let me see if I can get reflection. She's just smiling in her overalls, her fall overalls. Her favorite thing right now is she's learning to swing in a baby swing. So we are going outside daily to let her swing in her swing as long as the weather is good. And I'll show you a picture in her swing, and then we'll get started. So this is what we spend our afternoons doing. She has a new baby swing. She's a little small for it, so we put a blanket behind her. But she loves to swing. So instead of going to the park every single day, we have found Savannah a swing for our backyard, and she loves to do that. So we're excited about this fall weather coming up and just enjoying more time outside with our baby, my husband and I, and Savannah. So today Miss Marjo gave me a book about a giraffe named Gilda who has no spots. Have you ever seen a giraffe with no spots? I've not seen a giraffe with no spots. So it says on the back that Gilda the giraffe lives in a very special cave because she is the only giraffe whose spots fly away when the north wind blows too hard. So the wind blew really hard and all her spots flew off. I don't know if that could happen in real life. What do you think? I doubt it. And one morning, while she was on her way to her favorite melon field where she was going to go eat some watermelon, the north wind sneaks up on her and swoosh, her spots are gone. And now Gilda's friends are trying to lend their wonderful spots, stripes, scales, and fur. But it's just not the same. So what we're trying to decide is if by the end of the book, will Gilda ever find her spots again? So let's see what options Gilda's going to run into instead of having spots. See if it works. And if it doesn't, let's see if she's going to find her spots back. It's a very fun book. No spots for Gilda the Giraffe. Gilda the Giraffe is covered with spots. She has spots from the top of her head down to her long smooth neck, all the way to her tippy toes, which on a giraffe is called hooves. And that's a lot of spots. But Gilda's spots are different than other giraffe spots. So I'm going to say this is Gilda the Giraffe. This is when she still has her spots. Gilda's home is also different from other giraffes' home. Most giraffes live in the wide open grassy plains, but Gilda is the only giraffe in the world, the whole wide world, that lives in a dark, dark cave. And it's all because of her special spots. So most giraffes live way out in the open, but Gilda lives in a dark cave all by herself. If Gilda is outside of her cave when the north wind blows, the spots fly off her coat like a flock of brown butterflies. So if you can see, there's the wind and it has a silly face. And then if you see her spots, they all have faces on them and they look really worried and scared. Usually, Gilda's long legs help her outrun the north wind's blast. She and her spots can find safety in her cage. So there's the winds. And there's Gilda, usually able to outrun those winds. Whoo, that's some long legs. I can't run that fast. Can you run that fast? But one morning, the north wind crept up on Gilda as she was walking to her favorite field of watermelons. A blustery breeze carried off her spots. So she was headed to her favorite melon field, and this huge wind came, and all her spots, you can see them, they flew off. The north wind scattered Gilda's spots far and wide. She had no idea where they all went. For just a moment, Gilda was very upset. But then she held her head high and said, "I will not give up. I am going to find my spots, no matter what." So just for a split second, Gilda, who has no spots, was very upset. And then she said, "I will not give up. I will find my spots." So she began to hunt high and low for her spots. So high and low on the mountains and the valleys, and there she is looking for her spots. I don't think she's found any yet. Let's see who's going to offer her a helping hand. Deep in the jungle, Gilda met a tiger. "Hello, I hear you are a good hunter," said Gilda. "Do you think you could help me find my spots?" "I have no nose for sniffing out spots," replied the tiger, "but I can lead you to a striped coat to keep you warm." He felt sorry for Gilda, who was cold and shivery. So she walked through the forest and eventually got to a tiger and said, "Can you help me?" He said, "I can't help you find your spots, but I can give you a coat with stripes." Gilda gazed at the beautiful stripes that now covered her long, lean body. They don't fit me, said Gilda with a sigh. I no longer look like a giraffe, but I thank you for your kindness. So this is a giraffe with tiger stripes. And she said, I don't think they fit me. I don't really look like a giraffe anymore. But your kindness was appreciated. Gilda walked on and soon met a gentle-looking leopard. She told the leopard how the north wind had blown away all of her spots. Try mine on for size, said the leopard. Spots are spots, aren't they? So Gilda's telling the leopard all about her mishap. And the leopard said, I got spots. Looking for spots? Let's see if I can help you. Along with his spots, the leopard also let Gilda try on his whiskers. Achoo! The prickly whiskers tickled Gilda's nose. I think your spots look better on you, said Gilda. And the whiskers just aren't for me. But I thank you for your kindness. So there's Gilda, who has now tried on the leopard spots. Not the same kind of spots as hers, and those whiskers just made her sneeze. So she said, thank you, but not for me. Gilda walked on and soon saw her friend Papaya, the panda. She told Papaya how the north wind had blown away her spots. So there's Papaya the panda. I love that name. Papaya the panda. Papaya felt sorry for the poor, sad giraffe. He let Gilda try on his black and white coat. 2 colors are better than 1, said Papaya. Lovely, said Gilda. But the fur was hot, and it made her sweat. Your coat looks better on you, said Gilda, but I thank you for your kindness. So the panda has no coat. That looks silly. And now the giraffe is wearing the panda coat. So it's kind of like a panda giraffe, but that looks even more silly. So she said, I appreciate it, but it's too hot for me. Too hot. But thank you for your kindness. Gilda walked and walked, and she finally came to the edge of the sea, the edge of the ocean. She hadn't found a single spot. Still, she wasn't ready to give up. Have you seen my spots? She asked the fish. Not here. Not here, they bubbled. But come and try on our scales. So fish are covered in fish scales, so that it's kind of like, sometimes they're slimy, sometimes they like, I don't know, it's very different than like a fur that a dog or most animals have. Gilda wrapped herself in the glittering scales of the colorful fish. So there's all the fish. They're like, we haven't seen your spots, but we can offer you some scales. Now, I know this is going to look funny. But soon, the rocking of the waves made Gilda feel sick. And it was hard for her to keep her head above water. Thank you, said Gilda sadly, but your scales look better on you. So she looks very pretty. She's got some blue scales and some orange scales, and she's shiny. But the motion in the ocean was making her sick, and she could barely hold her head above water. Gilda turned away from the seashore and soon came upon Xander the zebra, who was prancing and playing. Have you seen my giraffe spots lying around? Asked Gilda. So she ran into a zebra and asked the zebra, have you seen my spots? Well, no spots, replied Xander. But why don't you try on my stripes? Gilda examined her new look. I'm afraid I will stretch them out on my long neck. Thank you for your kindness, but your stripes look better on you. So there's Gilda with zebra stripes. She kind of looks like a hyena. And there's a zebra with no stripes. Looks more like a horse. That is silly looking. Still shivering, Gilda kept walking until she came to a rocky hill. A little chameleon was sitting on a stone, busily changing her color. So chameleons can change their color based on what they're on. So that chameleon's on a rock, so he turned gray like the rock. Or like a tree branch, he turned brown. When he went into the grass, he turned green. And again, some more grass, and he's turning green again. So that's really cool about a chameleon. They can change colors anywhere they land. There you are, said the chameleon. I've been looking for you. Are you going to lend me your colors too? Asked Gilda. The little chameleon laughed. No, she said. I wanted to show you, said the chameleon. I have one of your spots. It was blown here this morning by the north wind. I've been waiting for the right giraffe to come along and claim it. My spot, said Gilda. My wonderful, beautiful spot. So the chameleon, you can barely see here, has blended in with Gilda the giraffe, but has one of her spots, and she's so happy. And it says, Gilda thought about all the different coats her friends had let her try on. She realized that her spots had been hiding in each of their coats all along. She thought of all their kindness and how the friends had tried to help her in their own special ways, and Gilda decided to thank her friends by throwing a party. So she thought about the tiger and the fish and the zebra and the panda and the leopard, all of those people, and she wanted to thank them. I think we all look perfect just the way we are, said Gilda, and thanks to all my friends, I know I can always count on help when I'm in a difficult spot. So there they all are, having a party. Gilda got her spots back. And there's all of the other friends that lended a helping hand. So, I really like this book. I think it's kind of silly, but it's also about kindness and making sure that we always show kindness because it does go a long way. I'm always trying to spread kindness because maybe somebody's having a bad day or maybe somebody's lost something. Probably not their spots, but whatever it may be, we all have bad days. We may be sick, we may be tired, we may be hungry. We all have those moments, and it's very important to show kindness because in the end, kindness will be shown back to you. So, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a really funny book. It's a really cool book. It teaches a good lesson, and I will see you next time. Bye!